What is going on, guys? Fighting Game Select is here. We are back again. We're going to be having a tier list where it's talking about the most nerf character. And, I had to hit up, I can say, finally, the evil champion to my show. What's going on, Punk the God?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How you doing, Kizzie?
First off, congratulations being the evil champion. Long overdue. I've been talking about it this whole time, bro. I've been rooting for you. So it's happy to see that you are thriving and you finally got that trophy.
I actually haven't got the trophy yet. It was a CEO trophy that I had
Oh,
on
it
my
was the
chair.
CEO.
Yeah, with
It
the
was the
belt.
CEO trophy. Yeah, it was CEO trophy.
Yeah.
That's my bad. Well, the belt is haven't been around, but I guess it realized that it had to leave because I know the real trophy is showing up.
Yeah, nah, the belt is still in the room. I just took it off the chair. Our Psycho actually took it off because he was in here one day. But the CEO belt, I'm actually going to keep on the chair forever. I like that. The Evil trophy is just going, I'm going to put it in my living room. I just have all my trophies on the floor in the living room. So I'm going to just put the Evil trophy with the rest of them. But I will put it on the chair for at least like 2 days.
And I'm curious, man. Like since it's been started, who got gutted to the moon, bro? Who's sitting here like, man? I wish I could have fun with everybody else. My character he was good. He wasn't that bad. The people that be like, he wasn't that good.
I would say Luke. Luke is probably the character in this season that got nerfed the most from where he was to what he is now. And like even nerfed and seeing him like in tournament competition, like you don't even really see this character anymore to the point where it's like, dang, I miss seeing Luke some. Like so yeah, I would say Luke he for sure is the character that got hit the hardest this patch. Or even Luke and I would say also JP. I think those two are like the top ones for sure that you saw everywhere last year, and like you'd be lucky if you even get one in a tournament this year that's on stream. So yeah, I would say these two characters they definitely got hit pretty hard. Like I don't think they both are bad characters, but the fact that they pretty much got nerfed out of the whole tournament competition scene is kind of shows how bad the nerfs actually were for them.
I feel like we only see like two Luke players, right? It's like Noah the Prodigy is one.
Yeah.
And I think Boncha, he still plays a little bit of Luke, right?
He
No,
is
he
Akuma
dropped.
now. It's honestly just Kami and Noah. I feel like they're the only two that really play. Oh, and Chris Wong. Chris Wong plays
Chris
Luke
Wong.
and Akuma from like he switches the matchup. But Bonchan, he just switched away from Luke now. It's just all Akuma. It kind of is a nerf, but it's a buff because now he going into the match. He has a very different playstyle than everyone already. So the things that I feel like most players are used to fighting, if you don't live in America, like the Lukes you're used to fighting, none of them play like Noah the Prodigy. So all your knowledge is from kind of playing those kind of players that play not that play style. So now they don't have Luke and all them stuff they do know is already engraved. That Noah he can just run rampant on them.
I don't want to throw him on the bus because he's my boy, but the way he read some patch notes, he was like, "Wow, this character is bad."
Yeah.
But you don't think you don't think Blanca got gutted to the moon?
I was thinking of Blanca, but I don't think it's gutted to the moon because like I don't feel like Mena even with Blanca. I don't think his placements has been that bad. Like he still did pretty good at Evo. I think he got maybe 9th or 13th.
Yeah.
So like it's still a pretty good placement, and I feel like Blanca is not like she's not like horrible. You can tell he's still good and he has a lot of stuff that he had last season that's still very strong. It's just like I feel like the damage nerf kind of hit him and the crouch and medium punch with punish being with punishable, which I feel like if you space it good, you shouldn't really be trying to whiff your buttons anyway for that to be like that big of a change in my opinion. Yeah, I mean I feel like even with a nerf character, Mena has potential to win a tournament. Like it's not really the character that's carrying him, but if you give him a character that's broken on top of it, he's gonna win everything. Like it's gonna be very hard to stop a person that's already amazing and then playing an amazing character that's very underutilized. I would say a lot of people didn't really play Blanca last season, even though he was very good. So like that's even going to help him even more since he's a great player and people not knowing the matchup and he's playing a strong character. So that's like three things in his favor.
Despite how bad she got nerfed, it really doesn't feel that as much. And I could be wrong. Chun Li.
Yeah, I think Chun Li got like a slap on the wrist.
The back walk speed too.
That's the big one. The back walk
Yeah.
speed, yeah, that's the big nerf that they had. Like the back, but like she was kind of skating before. It's still very
Bro.
fast, which is crazy. Like it's still
Yeah.
amazingly fast. But before it was crazy with her
Yeah.
neutral. And then you giving her something that's making it easy to get out of range to whiff punish while she already has the best like buttons, range buttons. It just kind of is very hard and oppressive. I feel like to actually play neutral against her.
Now this is I'm gonna pick another bus character, DJ.
Yeah, DJ, I would say I would put him in the nerf. His damage and his drive rush was very good, but the universal damage nerf and the upkick nerf, where it made like I think the range got decreased on the upkick.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, bro.
Yeah, so it makes like his anti-air a little bit worse, and it changed some punishes that he actually had in matchups that was kind of unique to him and made matchups a little bit easier for him. So I feel like those two big nerfs and the sway, you got closer now. You get closer on block, but that would kind of happen I think mid last season. But it's still a pretty big nerf for him, so I feel like all those nerfs kind of, it's just nerf, but he's still a decent character, because he got the drive rush jab is really good still. Like, they haven't really touched that one. But, like, the damage nerf is very big because he was just kind of two-shotting you before. Now he need about 4 hits. So you get more chances to have an error against DJ, especially, like, if you're trying to check his drive rush and you might mess up. He won't be able to kill you as fast anymore, which I feel like was a really big problem with him last season.
But I still think even though he's nerfed, he's still good.
Yeah, he's not really a bad character, and I feel like most DJ players kind of still stick with him, and they still kind of do about what they were doing last season. So I feel like the character hasn't really dropped off too much from this season to last season, but he definitely you notice the nurse, like you can feel the nurse when you fight DJ.
What's your thoughts on Akuma? Because he did get the fireball nerfs. A lot of people were saying that he was like top 5 in the game or like potentially top 3. But now with the air fireball nerfs, how do you feel about him now? Like in the nerf list?
I mean, I don't feel like it changed him at all. Like if we count that as an actual nerf, then it's a slap on the wrist. But I wouldn't even really say that didn't change him at one bit. Like he didn't do anything. Nothing happened from that to now.
What about Ken?
Ken definitely got a slap on the wrist this season. Like from how he was last season, he didn't really get changed at all, and he even got some buffs. So yeah. So this character is literally the exact same, and he's still extremely broken and brain dead, in my opinion.
What about Guile?
I feel like he didn't really change. Guile kind of stayed the same from this season and last season. The only thing they really changed is his meter gain from boom loots, which Guile players don't even really notice because it still builds so much meter. So I feel like, this character is honestly, he's the exact same as last season.
It's crazy because I still see combos where it builds 3 bars anyway.
Yeah, they have. There's been combos that he builds. He does a level 2 and he builds a level 3 during the level 2. So he builds 2 more bars after using a level 2. So yeah, I don't really notice. I don't notice it like everyone else, or not like everyone. I don't notice the nerfs like Capcom see it. They did. I don't know the meter gain changed. They could have fooled me.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with their game. They definitely could have fooled me on that one.
I feel like a lot of people talk about Honda, especially the Honda players. They talk about how bad this character got changed and how he's now the worst character in the game.
Bad? They think his changes were worse? He's amazing. I think his changes buffed him. He got buffed a lot. I feel like he went from maybe bottom 3 to like mid tier now.
Everybody was crying because butt slam doesn't keep you in that mix up, and the pushback is bad.
But that's just a brain dead strategy. If that's your strategy going in, you were never going to win a tournament with Honda anyway. So like the change to the butt slam actually is a buff because now you get Oki if you do a combo. Before you weren't getting like really great pressure. Now you're in their face if you land a combo to butt slam, and you can put them in the mix up with command grab or not. So I feel like butt slam has gotten better this season. Despite
people talk about like, oh, he's not all that great. To be honest, I've been seeing people just whip him out as like a counter pick to some matchups, and those matchups looked bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. Character like Honda, he's good to have as a secondary because he's always going to, in every Street Fighter game, have matchups that he just completely destroy you and you can't fight him back. So like character like him, Zangief, Dawson, they're going to have like very bad matchups, but they'll have some very dominating matchups also.
Marissa, because Marissa, obviously, Big Bird, he spoke a lot of how he felt about the character, and a lot that the character is not as consistent than she was last patch.
Me personally, I don't like this character, so it's kind of weird. But I do feel the nerfs, especially since they nerfed the crouch and medium punch too, which is very bad because I feel like that was a button that they used a lot, just tossed out, and you couldn't really whip punish it last season, so it helped her. But now, kind of can't really toss it out anymore. And then also her Oki, like you said, her pressure got nerfed after a lot of things. Her level 3, her command grabs, so definitely made her a little bit worse to get in on you on a lot of things. So it made it easier to choose an option to take on defense, so you could just get out a bit faster.
So you put her with the DJ and Blanca?
Yeah, I would say nerfed.
Dawson. I'm curious about Dawson. How you feel?
Honestly, that's a character. I don't really know any of his changes because I didn't know nothing about him last season. So, like, his changes I really don't know about and how they really helping him.
Yeah, it kind of feels the same, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like Dawson, like, it don't really feel like he's changed much. Like, I feel like everything they did last season, they kind of still doing. I think the only thing he maybe got like some new combos that you don't even really see anyway, so it doesn't even really matter.
What about your girl Cammy, bro?
I would say Cammy didn't really change, or she got like I want to say a slap on her wrist. Yeah, you could put a slap on her wrist. She definitely could have had more nerfs than what she got. She got the spin knuckle change and the side switch. I don't think like they're huge for her, but they definitely made some matchups a little bit harder. I wouldn't call her nerfed, but for sure, she's definitely changed a bit.
This character got nothing, but I feel like he got buffed because he didn't get anything.
He definitely didn't change at all. But yeah, like you said, he got buffed because a lot of other characters got nerfed while he was already solid last season. And then people started finding out, the like new combos, the dream combo and stuff.
Yeah.
So the character has just like got no changes at all, and he kind of just stayed the same and went up in the tier list because of other characters getting worse.
My man Rashid.
Definitely slap on the wrist.
The fact they only nerfed level 2.
Yeah, and he actually got some buffs this season, which is crazy. They gave him like the new run like thing when he slide under you, and he could do supers now, and he also can cancel his little run flip. Like he does a little run flip kick, and you can cancel that to super. So the Rashid players will be full screen and just run at you, do that until level 2, and just if you got a little drive gauge, they'll just run full screen, do that level 2, and then burn you out. So it's like they actually have like practical uses for the buffs that they actually gave them. So definitely a little slap on the wrist. They just nerfed the level 2 and then gave him some buffs that he didn't really need.
A lot of people really think this character didn't change as much, but man, Jamie, bro, I think he is eating this patch. Like,
yeah,
he's eating really good. I think the only nerf that kind of sucks is the pushback on like the dive kicks, the regular ones on block. But even then, like, because if you know the right spacing every time, it's just so good.
Yeah.
But everything else is just W.
Jamie definitely got buffed. Like, his buffs, I don't think helped him in the matchups that he struggled in, like that way. But like, they're big buffs that you see in every match he plays in, and because it's a bunch of combo changes. So like, you see a bunch of those in every single matchup he plays, which is like he gets more damage now. So, and then he could keep a bit Oki pressure a bit better now also, and getting them drinks. So I think that the character definitely got buffed. Like, there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's just that his buffs don't really help his general problems, I would say.
Well, let's talk. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this character. This character is the most brain dead character in the game. Zangief. Yeah. It's crazy. Nobody talks about how broken this character is. So.
I think, like, amongst the top players, we all make jokes about how broken Zangief is. Like, we all know that this character is crazy this season.
That knee, bro, being -2 at worst on standing.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I think -3, excuse me.
Yeah, -3, but it could be plus.
Yeah, dude. Like that needs to go. I'm really genuinely surprised that we don't see a lot of it.
No one really going to switch to Geef. Geef players are just Geef players. They fight through the nerfs. They fight through all that. They get the buffs. They play them. Then he get nerfed again. You know, they don't really change. You know, if anything, they just leave the character when he get nerfed. But new people don't really pick up Zangief. I feel like you just kind of have to have that mindset that you love grapplers already.
Let's talk about, dude. This is a character that, and I mean, and you know somebody that's a real good specialist, but Kimberly, like, even though they gave her a lot of changes, like, a lot of people, like, is she actually buffed or is
yeah, nah, for sure. I think that she's gotten buffed because one, the other characters got nerfed, like some characters like Luke and stuff, JP, like characters that have especially very good jump ins got nerfed, and those characters are kind of what made her struggle a lot. Now she can actually anti-air them, which kind of buffed the character alone, and then they gave her a lot of new damage changes, which, you know, her big problem was she did little damage outside of being in level 3 buffs. Now she has a lot of new combos to cancel into level 2s. Like, just in general, like, they gave her the double crouch and medium punch combo, so even with all her enders now, she just get more damage naturally. So I feel like those are, like, very big buffs for her.
What would you put her on a tier? Like, how strong would you think?
I just feel like she's just mid tier.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the changes help the matchups, but you know, she's a character that could just steamroll you so fast. So if you give her more damage, it just makes those matchups when she get the hit a lot easier to win.
What about Lily?
I feel like she ain't really changed. I don't really notice any of her changes. She got a new combo with her level 1, but it's just give her.
Matter.
Yeah, it don't really matter that much. I feel like she's just pretty much the same.
And Aki, bro.
Yeah, she's the big winner. I think she's the most buff character in this season. Like, she went from being okay-ish to being, gosh, like, just carry. She's a carry character nowadays. She went from trash to carrying people.
Dude, they be mashing that stand medium punch, bro.
Yeah.
Don't leave a gap. Don't leave a door open, slightly door open, bro. They straight knock it with stand medium punch.
Her drive rush got amazing.
Yep.
Her damage got better.
Dude, and not only her damage got better, she also got her stand short got better too, which was great.
Yeah, they buffed his speed. I think it went from 5 to 4 frames.
For Ryu, Ryu just won.
Yeah, Ryu.
He got
is for sure a buffed character. Even before the win, I feel like everyone knows that Ryu is buffed. They just gave him so much more damage while he also did mad damage. And other characters' damage got nerfed. Pretty much every character in this game damage got nerfed. And Ryu somehow, his just went up.
I'm really happy what they did with the dungeon change.
That's the change I feel like everyone was asking for last season to change. Like, just make it so that you don't always got to shoot the dungeon fireball. And Capcom actually, I feel like that's one of the only changes they really ever listened to the community on. And they were like, okay, maybe we should give him that one.
And I feel like that, and then with everything else, with the Hashigeki getting buffed and everything like that really made him a scary ass character.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I think it's good that Ryu is this good, you know?
Yeah, I think he should always be like at least like mid-high tier. Yeah, like mid-high tier. Like, he's Ryu, bro. Let him be played with. Everyone wants to see Ryu like on streams no matter what. Like, people love to just see a Ryu player just playing in the game. People just love the character. So, you know, shouldn't make him unplayable to where you don't see him in tournaments like Street Fighter 5.
You know what's crazy? I think, and you could disagree with me with this, but I feel like after season 1 of Street Fighter 5, everybody felt bad for Ryu. That everybody just wants Ryu to win now.
Yeah, because he was so good in season 1, and then they was just like, nah, you're not being good for the rest of this game.
Bro, they gave him all the costumes, but no buffs.
Yeah, no buffs.
Alright, so obviously Bison has remained unchanged.
Yeah.
Jury.
I feel like she got maybe not changed much. I feel like, Jury is pretty much the same. She just got the target combo canceled to super, which give her just a very slight damage buff. And then I feel like everything else just kind of remained the same. So She didn't change at all.
And
And then I would say Manon hasn't actually changed at all much either. She got some new combos also that you know is very practical. You see them a lot, but they didn't really change her strategy or any of her matchups. They kind of all stayed the same. She just also got like one new combo and her back heavy punches plus, but it doesn't really help her. I feel like it don't leave them close enough to threaten much, so it just doesn't change how you approach or anything.
Well, there you have it, dude. Look, yeah, I guess these are the rare species now, huh?
Yeah, they're very. I feel like you see Luke and JP less than Lily, which is crazy.
Hey, with that being said, man, where can they find you, bro?
Of course, you find me at Punk the God on all social medias and, you know, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. Find me on it everywhere.
Subscribe to Punk the God's channel. And let me know in the comments section below how you guys feel about this video, how you guys feel about the characters that got buffed, the characters that was unchanged, slap on the wrist, nerfed, and gutted to the moon, and what characters do you guys feel like got gutted to the moon? I know there's a lot of down players in the comment section below. That's the open space available for you guys to be honest and come clean. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace, peace.